Richard Dreyfuss had something to say about the entertainment industry. Richard Dreyfuss obviously been around Hollywood for a long, long time. And I don't think he's fearful of, having his career ruined or being canceled or anything. But he's speaking out about some of the same stuff that a lot of people have been mentioning in Hollywood lately. It has everything to do with the diversity standards. If you want a movie to be considered for an Oscar, Academy Award, whatever it may be, TV show, same thing, you have to make sure you tick off all these check boxes, that you have this color person or this person of a certain sexuality, that you base your entire story around oppressed minorities. Richard Dreyfuss says this is ridiculous. Hollywood's patronizing inclusivity standards make me vomit.
Yeah.
Yes. Hollywood's new diversity inclusion standards are thoughtless and patronizing, Richard Dreyfuss said in an interview on Friday. The Jaws star further claimed the new eligibility standards make me vomit. We do have a little bit of a clip of it. Then we'll go over some of the quotes in context. But listen to this.
Richard Dreyfuss, the contrarian. What do you think of these new inclusion standards for films?
They make me vomit.
Why?
Because no one should be telling me as an artist that I have to give in to the most current idea of what morality is.
This week.
I love just like the headline, diversity makes me vomit.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's saying something that a lot of people have been pointing to. How are you going to pretend like you should be able to control the stories people want to tell because of the color of someone's skin, because of their gender, because of who they want to fuck? It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. And he's right. He's 100% right. And the problem is so many people are scared to just say it. That's the problem. There's a lot of people in Hollywood that feel exactly like he does, but they have basically been told, hey, if you say these things, you're not going to work anymore. You're not going to have a job. You're going to be, blacklisted from the entire industry. At the end of the day, it is nonsense. It's garbage. And anybody that defines movies or a person off of this diversity, inclusion, and representation bullshit should never be taken seriously. It is nonsense. The pronoun stuff is nonsense. It's all just nonsense. It's all meant to pander towards mentally weak people and try to basically shut down anybody that has a valid opinion. And people are just sick and tired of this stuff, man. And more people in the Hollywood industry, and not only just Hollywood, because it ain't just Hollywood, by the way. It's everywhere right now. It's everywhere. And I feel somewhat detached from that because I kind of lose focus of that. And I talk about this sometime on Cobra Cast. I bring it up about, hey, I don't know what it's like to work retail anymore because I worked retail for so long. And people are like, dude, it's terrible just in your day-to-day environments. It's in the military. It's every fucking where now. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And I've heard people say, that like in retail, like they are pushing the pronoun shit, they're pushing the diversity bullshit. And I'm like, wow, that is hard to process. So while it's not just Hollywood is their trendsetter for sure.
Yeah, and here's some of the full quotes. This is an art form. It's a form of commerce and it makes money, but it's an art. No one should be telling me as an artist I have to give in to the latest, most current idea of what morality is. And what are we risking? Are we really risking hurting people's feelings? You can't legislate that, and you have to let life be life. And then he even brings up some interesting things about Laurence Olivier playing a black man. I'm sorry, I don't think there's a minority or majority in this country that has to be catered to like that. Laurence Olivier is the last white actor to play Othello, and he did it in 1965, and he did it in blackface, and he played a black man brilliantly. Am I being told I will never have the chance to play a black man? That's obviously a little bit tongue-in-cheek from him.
Yeah.
But the next part is very, very relevant. Is someone else being told that if they're not Jewish, they shouldn't play The Merchant of Venice? Are we crazy? Do we not know that art is art? This is so patronizing. It's so thoughtless and treating people like children. So Richard Dreyfuss, fucking old man, doesn't give a shit anymore.
Hell yeah.
He's ready to call out the bullshit. And that doesn't mean that Richard Dreyfuss probably agrees with us politically, but all it means is this is common sense.
Yes.
Like the idea of, in order to qualify for an award, you have to. That's the new rules. There's a series of check boxes that you have to tick while making your movie based on who to cast, based on even what the story can be about. That the story has to, in some way, reflect some marginalized community struggles from their perspective. This is no shit the type of rules that are being instituted in the entertainment industry right now.
Yeah. No, I'm shout out to Richard Dreyfuss. So that is super cool to hear him say that. And maybe we'll get more people talking about it, because most people agree it is nonsense. It's bullshit. And it kind of makes you sick to your stomach when you think about it.